Hi everyone, welcome to rachelpichleryoga. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel, and as requested, we are doing a nice post-run stretch. So you can make this as deep as you would like, and I actually recommend doing this the day after you do your run. So of course you can do it the day of, but doing it the day after, it's gonna feel pretty good. So find a little bit of space to move, and let's get started. So let's begin today over on our knees. And you can bring your knees together, rest on the top of your feet, and just sit back on your heels. And you may keep some weight through the hands, or you may be able to lean back slightly and maybe even lift your knees up. Feeling the stretch through the ankles, maybe through the shins. And in preparation of this class, I will be honest, I went for a nice, slow, long 45-minute run yesterday. And so I'm feeling all the things that you may also be feeling after doing a nice run. So let's take another breath here. Feel those ankles, and then slowly start to drop your knees. Bring your hands to your mat, come off of your heels, give your ankles a shake. You can start to tuck your toes under. Don't forget about the baby toes. Find a nice, lovely toe squat. You can keep some weight in your hands as you send your hips back towards your heels, or maybe you're gonna sit on your heels, lifting your hands up, maybe resting them in your lap. And just take a moment here. We're not gonna stay too long in any one pose today because I want us to cover all of the areas of the body that need some love today. So just let your shoulders fall from your ears. Maybe a big smile comes onto your face. Maybe not. And take one more breath. Awesome, you guys. You can bring your hands back down to your mat. Come off of your heels, shake out the legs, shake out the toes. And then stay on your knees, but start to walk your arms out in front. Palms face down. Spread your fingers nice and wide, like you're ready to come into a puppy dog. And I want you to look towards your fingertips. Keep your hips nice and high, and just start to melt your chest down as far as it wants to go. You may continue to look at your fingers, feel some length through the front of the neck, but then use an inhale to lift right back up. And exhale, melting your chest down. If it feels better, your forehead might actually touch, or maybe your chin does, and you're still looking forwards. Soften your shoulders. Take a breath. Awesome, you guys. Using an inhale, slowly start to lift your chest all the way up. Walk your hands closer so that they're underneath your shoulders. Maybe rock your hips side to side. You can start to bring your right foot forward, setting up a lunge. This is going to be my favorite one to do today. I can really feel my quads, my hips. So if you need some extra cushion, roll your mat over under that back knee, sinking your hips forwards and down. You can keep your chest on your knee, your hands on your mat, sink into your hips. Nice, you guys. You might even tuck your toes. Lift your knee up for just a second. Let the hips get a bit heavier, and then lower your knee down. Rest on the top of your foot again. Nice job. Take another inhale, and then with the exhale, send your hips back. Lengthen your front leg. Point your toes down. Try to touch the ball of your foot. Maybe feeling the top of the foot and the ankle and that hamstring. Lower your chest towards your knee as much as you need to. And then start to let your toes point up. Feel the calf, feel the hamstring. So good. Nice work, you guys. We're going to use an inhale, bend back into the front knee. Heel toe your foot to the right side of your mat. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Sink into your hips again. Maybe tuck your toes, lift your knee just slightly. Let the hips get heavier, and then rest your knee back down. Rest on the top of your foot. Stay here, or if you want to add a twist, you can turn your chest towards the right side. If you're able to grab your back foot, why not go for a quad stretch? We'll do another quad stretch in a moment so that you don't have to do this one. Awesome work, you guys. If you've got your back foot, slowly let it go. Bring your hands to your mat. Heel toe your foot to the middle. And then bring your right knee back into your tabletop. Give your hips a little rock, side to side. Shake it out a little, and then let's switch. Bring your left foot forward, setting up your lunge. Sinking your hips forwards and down. Keep your chest low, your hands on either side of your foot. Feel that hip flexor, maybe even feel the quad if you're lucky. Tuck your toes, maybe lift the knee just to let those hips get a bit heavier. And then melt it back down. Rest on the top of your foot again. Nicely done, you guys. Stay for an inhale. With the exhale, send your hips back. Just enough to straighten, lengthen that front leg. Push your toes, the ball of your foot into your mat. See if you can find the top of the ankle again. The shin, drop your chest if you need more. And then slowly let those toes start to point up. And maybe drop your chest a little closer towards your knee. Maybe your nose touches it. Your half split. Awesome work, you guys. Use an inhale, bend back into your front knee, into your lunge. Heel toe your foot to the left side. Knee falls out, hands under your shoulders. Maybe tuck your toes, lift your back knee again. Let your hips get nice and heavy. Drop your knee, rest on the top of your foot. And if you wanted a twist, turn your chest towards the left. If you want that quad, you're able to reach for your foot, go for it. Now, if you're primarily a runner and yoga is not so important to you, these may be very deep stretches. If you're like me, where I do mostly yoga and sometimes I run, the opposite may be true. Let your foot go, come back out of your twist, heel toe your foot to the middle of your mat, and then plant your hands so that you can bring your knee back into your tabletop. Rock your hips side to side. We're gonna walk our arms out in front again. Keep your hips high, but adding a side stretch this time. So walk your hands over to the left. You might end up off of your mat and then melt it down. I want you to feel this all the way through your right arm, through the shoulder and into the side body. So walk your hands as far over to the left side as you need to. And then try to let your chest get heavy. Your head might hover here, but not here long, so relax as much as you can. Awesome work, you guys. Slowly lift on up, walk your hands back to the middle of your mat and then all the way over to the right side. Really lengthening, feeling that awesome stretch through the left side body, the arm, the shoulder. Walk your hand or hands over to the right as much as you need to. Nice work, you guys. Slowly lift on up, walking your hands back to the middle of your mat, and you can set up your tabletop again. Maybe rock your hips or even wiggle your shoulders. And then we're just going to be coming over onto our left side and getting into our quad, just in case the last one didn't work out for you. So you can hug your heel towards your glute, stay on your left side, or maybe you're going to have a seat and bring your foot beside your hip, getting into the quad, maybe even bending the left leg to square the hips a little bit more. You can lean back as far as you need to feel your quad, the top of the ankle again, the hip. This is a good one to feel a whole lot of places. Nicely work, you guys. Nice work, you guys. Let's slowly start to come up and switch sides. So you can let your legs go, maybe give them a bit of a shake, rolling over onto your right side when you're ready. Hug your heel towards your glute and stay here. Or if you're able, if it feels good, bring your shin down, your heel beside your hip. Maybe bend your right leg, scooch those hips around so you feel centered, and lean back as far as you'd like to lean back. Could lay all the way down on your back perhaps. And when you feel ready to come up, come out. Send your legs out long again. Just have a seat. Maybe rock your knees side to side, but let's bring the soles of our feet together and our knees out wide for butterfly, just to get into those inner legs, those hips. Take an inhale to lengthen through your spine. You can stay sitting tall or maybe tip forwards. And just let your chest kind of get heavy, resisting the urge to pull on your feet to encourage your chest down. Just let gravity do the work. Nice job, you guys, using an inhale to slowly come back up. We're really going to get into our inner legs now with a wide straddle. So point your toes up, bring your legs out nice and wide. You may feel those hips, you may feel the inner legs, maybe all the way down your legs, depending on how sore you are. So take an inhale to lengthen and an exhale to tip forwards if you want to tip forwards. And if you're folding, just use an inhale to lift back up. Your hands can find your knees to help your legs come back together. Give yourself a hug, a little rock side to side. And then I don't know about you, but my back could use a nice little massage. So you can either roll down slowly once, one vertebrae at a time, or you can add a rock into this. So depending on how you're feeling, you may roll down and roll up, or you may roll down once slowly and stay on your back, or you can continue to rock up to seated and down. And maybe one more rock if you're rocking. Once you end up on your back, oops, I accidentally rocked all the way up. Bring your knees in towards your chest and then find the length through your legs. I want you to point your toes towards your forehead. This is too much. You can drop one foot and hold your calf and find your hamstring. If you're able to do both, you could do both. Or you might even encourage your knees towards your chest, lifting your low back and finding a reclined forward fold. But see if you can still flex your feet so that you feel your hamstrings, you feel your calves. And your low back may also open up here. And if you are doing one leg at a time, just switch sides. Hang on to your calf, drop the other foot, point your toes towards your forehead. Awesome, you guys. Let's slowly bring our low backs down, bring our feet down to the mat. Widen your feet. Rock your knees side to side. Nice big windshield wiper movement. Maybe still feeling the hips as you do this. You can send your legs out long when you're ready. You can shimmy your shoulders over towards the left side. Reach your arms above your head. Move your feet to the left as well. Cross your right foot over the left if you're able. Find a banana shape. Lengthening the IT band, the obliques. And then slowly shimmying your way back through center. Shoulders, legs. And you can go all the way over to the other side, to the right side. Add your arms above your head. Move your legs over to the right. Just curve your body in the banana shape as much as you need to feel something. Through your legs, your upper body, both if you're lucky. Nicely done, you guys. Shimmy your way back to the middle of your mat. Bring your arms to your sides. Bend your knees to plant your feet. And maybe do a couple more rocks side to side with your knees. Either keeping your feet down or hugging them in towards your chest. You can decide if you want to roll to one side or rock yourself forwards. Or maybe you're going to add in a few more rocks. Up and down. Massage the spine, the back. If it feels good to do so. Eventually rocking all the way up to seated though. And just finding a nice comfy seat. Whatever that is going to look like for you. Maybe butterfly, maybe on your knees. Sitting on your heels or cross-legged, wherever. Place your hands in your lap or on your knees. Close your eyes and lengthen your spine. Let your chin fall down towards your collarbone. As you inhale, roll your head to the right shoulder. Feel your neck. Exhale, roll your head back down. Inhale your head to the left shoulder. And exhale. Bring your chin back down. Let an inhale. Lift your head up. Reach your arms out wide and all the way up above your head. Maybe interlace your fingers. Turn your palms to face up. Maybe lift your chin. And then let your hands fall forwards in front of your chest. Palms still facing away from you. Round through your upper back. Open up between the shoulder blades. Give your belly button a little squeeze. Awesome, you guys. Take an inhale, and with the exhale, release your arms. Sit tall. Bring your hands to the floor behind you. Lift your chest. Lift your chin again. Pull the shoulders back. Belly button forwards a little. Staying for another inhale, letting the exhale bring you back through center. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your next run. And until next time, namaste.